Hey there, coins. I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know before this video starts that unfortunately, due to an oversight on my part, I missed downloading the chapter 2 of the Zero storyline, so it will not be here for a while. I have finished the Zero storyline in its entirety, however, it is not available to me anymore without making a brand new character. So, with that said, once it is available in the Grand Athenium, I will go back and I will record it there and put it up in the Maplestory Tales playlist for you guys, as well as the Zero storyline for you guys, so that way you can have the entire storyline all together. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, and I do give a short summary of what happened in that chapter in this video, so you are at least kind of up to speed, but as far as right now, that storyline is not going to be here for a while. So, sorry about that, and keep watch coins. And then in the second chapter, we went to one of the places, what's called here in Mirror World. Mirror World is actually an entire, pocket world that was created to try and keep us under wraps and under control. It is a world that is similar to the wider world of Maple World, but is slightly different in many ways. So, in the first few chapters, or the second chapter, actually, of the story, we went to Ariant, where we discovered that we need to collect things called the Goddess Tear. Well, there's multiple of them, but it's called the Goddess Tear. And the Goddess Tear is actually fragments of our power to, build us back up to where we need to be so we can actually escape Mirror World and go into the wider world of Maplestory, or Maple World, really. That in Ariant, we discovered that tear had become a person with its own personality, its wants and needs, and was actually waiting for us to come and get it. So we did go and get the Goddess Tear. That person has since vanished from Mirror World Ariant, and now we are all the stronger for it. So now, we are going to chapter 3 of the story, which is Henesys. For those of you who don't know, Henesys in the game of Maplestory, in the wider Maple world, is like the starting town for every class, outside of what's called grandest classes. That's a whole different thing. So all of the classes that start in Maple World, once you get quote-unquote strong enough, aka level 10, you go to Henesys and then start your journey from there. So Henesys here is going to be interesting. So we're probably going to go after another Goddess Tear and for a fragment of our power. So let's get into it. All right. Now then. Now that we have one Goddess Teardrop, it's only natural that we go for another. Cassius, you've performed the dowsing. What have you found?
The second Goddess Teardrop is in a small town called Henesys, here on the map. I'm not familiar with the area. Maple World is totally different from when we were out running around. I can't wait to see this new town.
Do you think the Goddess Teardrop will be in human form again?
I think that's highly possible. If so, all that time you spent fumbling around with Shamar might really pay off.
Shamar was the personality that the Goddess Teardrop took form of.
We won't make the same mistake twice. We know the Goddess Teardrop doesn't age, so we have to look for that. We have that to look for.
I wonder what kind of person the second Goddess Teardrop will be.
There's no way to know until we go to Henesys. Let's go right now. Is this Henesys? It's smaller than Ariant, but I like it. We won't have to deal with any jokers like Phantom here.
Oh, Speaking of which, Phantom that he mentioned, it is also one of the playable characters that you can do in Maplestory. So if you'd like to see that story, let me know. You didn't like Phantom?
No! He kept mucking things up with his dumb face and his little bird mask. Let's never speak of him again.
Hey, what are all those people doing?
Maya's fever hasn't come down yet? This is getting serious. She's so weak already.
We don't have enough medicine to treat her. We have to get our hands on those ingredients.
You know, we don't have anyone to fetch materials. We've got a lot of hurt guardsmen. They need to recover.
We can't just wait. It'll be too late to save her.
Just do what you can. We're going to have to make do.
Fine. I think they have some problems.
That was quick. And this town looks so peaceful. But this might be our ticket to finding the Goddess Teardrop. I bet somebody here could point us in the right direction.
Yep.
Alright, Rena! Let's give you a hand.
I'm worried about Maya. Those wounds were pretty bad. Oh, are you two explorers? I've heard there are these new people traveling around, hunting monsters by the truckload, stealing each other's kills, trying to get to level 30. But I guess living here means I'll never get to see any of it. Henesys is just a little podunk town, you know. It's actually great that you came by. My little friend Maya was injured, and she got a really stubborn fever. I could make her a tincture if only I had a decent stock of mushroom cap from the Mush Mom monsters, but nobody here is tough enough to hunt them. I don't really have anything to give as thanks, but I'm a pretty good cook. Or maybe there's something you need from this town? Or someone? Wait, are you looking for that kid? Oh no, couldn't be. Maybe you'll think of something on the way to get my mushroom camp. Mushroom monsters are really running around near Small Mushroom Park. Don't be crazy though, they're no pushovers.
Moo. You look like such a bored cow. Moo. Alright, Rena.
This is perfect. I'll have Maya back to normal in no time with this. So you're looking for somebody that never gets older? Well, there's only one weirdo like that in town, and his name is Laurel.
Okay, so far so good. We're on the right track here.
Laurel's been a little boy since I've known him. At first I thought it was a glandular disorder, but now I'm not so sure. I kind of feel sorry for him, but maybe I shouldn't. I've already said too much. Chief Stan didn't want anyone to talk about Laurel. Maybe it'd be best if you just went to Chief Stan directly.
Alright, let's go, grumpy old man. Let's see what you got to say.
We have to protect our village. Rena already told me you two volunteered to gather up some mushroom cap. So, what do you want from me?
What about the kid?
What? A person who doesn't age? That's preposterous! You stay out of my town before you cause any more trouble! Get out of here right now! I'm not going to say a word about Laurel!
Yeesh. So Laurel is definitely the Goddess Teardrop, right? He must be. And he said, before you cause any more trouble.
Something bad has happened here, and I bet Laurel caused it. Did you hear Rena and Chief Stan talking? It sounds like a lot of people got hurt in some big incident. This is strange. Laurel is like a taboo in this town. We're going to have to convince these people to take us to him. Alright. Let's see, is this a... Okay, these are side quests here. Okay. Let's continue... Whoops, come on. There we go.
Continuing on the story of Chapter 3, Part 2.
So, you believe the townspeople are hiding the Goddess Teardrop from you? How strange.
Do you think the Goddess Teardrop blew up somebody's uncle? Or maybe he went on a crime spree? That's not a complete impossibility. Yeah, I don't think so, but he did something. This Goddess Teardrop seems to be the exact opposite of Shamar.
We don't even know what the Goddess Teardrop looks like. What if we've already seen him? This may be more complex than we originally thought. The Goddess Teardrops have different personalities and different ways of fitting in. Oh, my darlings, we'll just have to do some sleuthing. Have you thought of ways to track this Goddess Teardrop down?
I saw some kids in town. We'll try them first. They'll talk more easily than old folks, but the info might not be reliable.
Yes, they will know something, considering the severity of the case. That's a great idea, Alpha. Should we go back to Henesys now?
Yeah, let's go talk to that kid named Yvonne. All right, Yvonne! What you got for me, kid?
Wow, are you the adventurers Rena was talking about? You look so strong. Can you teach me how to fight? And make campfires? And go into space?
We've made a huge mistake.
Psst, are you two looking for Laurel? The grown-ups are gonna tell you nothing.
What do you know?
Keep your voices down. This is a peaceful town, and I don't want to lose my dessert tonight. We can talk about things in Henesys Fork, away from anyone.
All right, let's go!
All right, and here we go.
Alrighty, buddy.
Spill. Spill the tea.
Hey, you made it. That's good. The trails around here are nutso. So you're looking for Laurel, right? Before we go any further, I need to know why. Do you think he's some kind of monster? Oh, is he a monster? Maybe we should be looking for monsters, Alpha.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're looking for Laurel because we're his family. We lost him a long time ago.
I'm not biting that hogwash. You don't look anything like Laurel. But you don't seem to want to hurt him.
This little kid is pretty clever for his age.
Fine, I'll tell you what I know. Laurel is a kid who showed up out of nowhere a long time ago. All the townspeople thought he was an orphan, so they took care of him. But he hasn't grown up after all this time. At first, the adults thought he just had some kind of hormone problem, you know? But then, strange things started to happen around Laurel. At first it was little stuff, like the laundry at Laurel's house wouldn't dry, or Mrs. Ming Ming's chili stock would warm up. It was all pretty silly, until Laurel summoned a monster a few days ago. Before that, everybody thought Laurel was just unlucky. Now they think he's a monster. The town's guards managed to fight off the monsters, but a lot of people were hurt, including Maya. Everybody's ganging up on Laurel because of that, but I don't think he deserves it. He's a nice boy, and he doesn't want to hurt anybody. I don't know if he really summoned those monsters or not, but even if he did, I'm sure he didn't do it on purpose. Everybody's just jumping to conclusions.
Sounds pretty mature for a kid his age, wouldn't you say?
I don't know why you two are looking for Laurel, but he's a good person just trying to get by. He's done nothing wrong. If you don't believe me, go see where he lives. His house is on the Western Hill. I'm sure he's not there right now. Maybe you could be nice and clear out the rest of the monsters in his house while you're there? I'm sure the poor kid is scared out of his wits.
All right, let's go do that.
If you really want to know more about Laurel, go see his house. Maybe you'll find something inside that'll help you get to know him.
All right, let's go. Do we go? Yes. Whoa, no. Dab nabbit. All right, is this Laurel's house? Ah! A time cube. Okay. Pile of books.
It's a pile of dusty books. The one on the top must be a diary.
Why is that one automatically a diary? It's a book on top. Unless you opened it already.
That monster was clearly created by the power of time. Laurel must be the Goddess Teardrop, just like I thought. I can't believe the poor kid is being treated like a monster.
Here's Laurel's diary. Can we read it?
It might be the only way to figure out what we need to do.
Day 365. Weather sunny. It's been a year since I arrived. I can't believe how fast it's gone by. I really thought my guardian would come and find me soon, but I guess they're busy doing important guardian stuff. In the meantime, I've decided to start this diary. I'm going to fill it with all the fun things I get to do here. Day 372. Weather cloudy. Sunny later. Rena came to give me the most delicious mushroom pie. I can't believe how good her cooking is. It's like eating a big warm blanket. I'm going to get the freshest raspberries I can find and give them to her in return. Day 394. Weather cloudy. Camilla and I were playing with glass marbles, but she broke hers and started crying. But Utah was super nice. He just let Camilla have his marble, like it was nothing. It made me so happy. Day 462. Weather sunny. Mark offered to teach me how to fight with a spear, but I declined. When I told him that I hate fighting, he flicked me in the forehead with his finger.
Doink! Well, to be honest, I think he's just trying to look out for you in his own weird way.
Day 534. Weather very hot. Mrs. Ming Ming asked me why I never grow at all. She thought I was hungry, so she gave me tons of mushroom stew. I didn't know how to tell her that I'm a Goddess Teardrop, but I still thanked her for the stew.
Well then, just come right out and tell us, why don't you?
Day 655. Weather partly cloudy. Anna said that the laundry hung by my house never gets dry. She said it was weird. I think the power of time is swirling around me. What do I do? Where is my guardian? Day 800. Weather raining. Yvonne wanted to go catch frogs on this rainy day, so I did. Yvonne has grown up a lot. He used to treat me like an older brother, but now he acts like I'm younger than him. It's not fair. Day 878. Weather sunny. I lost control of the power of time again. I turned a whole batch of pickles back into cucumbers. Nobody blamed me for it, but they must know it's me. I don't want to be a burden on these people. Day 925. Cloudy. Why hasn't my guardian come? Did I do something wrong? Did they forget I existed? Day 1046. Weather a little rainy. I had a nightmare that a bear was trying to get me, and when I woke up, I accidentally summoned a monster with the power of time. The monster went crazy and started attacking people. I'm hiding here now. What do I do? Day 1047. Weather cloudy. Maya was really hurt. I saw Chief Stan today, and he just looked so hurt. I couldn't stand it. Day 1048. Weather cloudy. I think this is going to be my last journal entry. I've agreed to let Chief Stan.
The ink is too smudged. It looks like someone was crying over the page. Shamar was lucky. He showed up as an adult. How can a Goddess Teardrop blend in as a kid that never ages? He couldn't even control his powers.
What do you think happened to Laurel?
The text is too smudged to make out, but I think the townspeople must have taken some sort of measure. They might have exiled him.
How will we find him if he's been kicked out of town?
I don't know, but we're going to. We're here to fetch the Goddess Teardrop, remember?
Sweet! Okay, so now we have the entirety of Chapter 3 unlocked, so now we can just blaze on through it. Okay, so our sword will go from looking like this to looking like this. It should get a little fancier, so let's see what happens. Pay attention to the screen. What? Hold on. Let me come down here so you can get a little better view of it. It should change a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we're going to click over here and... yes. Alright, so it did visually change a little bit for us, but it's kind of hard to see. So, just know that it did get better. Alrighty. So, next chapter, or next part in Chapter 3. Come on. There we go. Legacy of Laurel. Let's go.
You say this Laurel accidentally summoned a monster when he lost control of his power? That poor little darling, and the people around him. It's quite plausible that it was malformed when it was created. A sad fate indeed.
That's what it looks like. If you read Laurel's diary, you'd know how much he loved the people around him. He didn't want to hurt anybody. That's so tragic. But where did Laurel go? He didn't write about that in his diary, right? No. Does the dowsing still point to Henesys? Yes. Then he's still close by. Maybe they've got him isolated somewhere.
All alone?
They probably have him locked up to keep everyone else safe.
Yeah, Beta probably feels for him.
No way! Laurel's just a kid! What kind of creeps are we talking about here? A lot of people were hurt when the monster showed up. It might seem cold-hearted, but I bet it was the only course of action they could see. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We need to find Laurel and take him away with us. I'm gonna talk to that child that helped us last time. Let's go, Beta. We'll keep you all updated with our progress.
I guess.
Yvonne! Come on! Give us a hand here, buddy.
Stan and Mark had Laurel the last time I saw him. I don't know where they took him. It can't have been too far. I've been keeping an eye on Mark, and he disappears for short trips sometimes. I'd bet he was checking up on Laurel. Maybe you can trick Mark into telling you where he's got Laurel. You just have to play your cards right. I suggest you get on his good side first, then make your move. But if you can't do it the nice way, let's just say he's a fan of Rena. He gets kind of dumb when she's the subject of conversation.
Oh, he's got himself a little crush. To be honest, though, even though it's nothing more than a collection of pixels and sprites and whatnot, I would say Rena's kind of pretty. All right, let's go. Let's go check it out. Mark. There you are, buddy.
I may look like I'm dozing, but that's because of my helm. I never close my eyes and dream of a bed made of cotton candy.
Okay.
Hello there. Are you the two who helped Rena? You really do look identical. Are you twins? That's some genes you've got there. You think you could help me out?
Okay, what you need help with, buddy?
We are a little on the short-handed side right now. A bunch of my guys were injured during the last incident. Maybe you could help out. and take down some of the more aggressive golems for us?
Okay, sure.
How about you two break down 20 mixed golem, icy mixed golem, and flaming mixed golem monsters around the golem territory? Easy, yeah? You two are regular rock stars. Get it? I have one more favor to ask. Promise. There are these giant clams found around Golden Coast. Could you get me a pearl from them? I can't tell you why.
Yeah, he's actually gonna try to use it as a gift for Rena. Now, for those of you who didn't see, let me go back over here. This is Rena. This is the girl. He's got himself a little crush.
It's just a little crush.
So now let's go to the Golden Coast and let's go smash up some clams. Oh, I should have been looking out for these things. A beautiful pearl oyster contains a pearl that glows softly. Should you take it or not? Take it! Sweet, finally, okay. Mark, I got your stinking pearl.
This pearl is stunning. Great. I just know Rena will accept my proposal if I offer her this. Did you just hear what I said?
Hear what?
Nothing. It was definitely about fighting.
You guys are being weird. You said you'd give the pearl to Rena to propose.
Be quiet! Oh gosh, if Chief Stan heard you, he'd flip out. He loves her like a duck, and he's super strong. He's got that crazy old man strength.
Yeah, the dad strength, you know? The kind of stuff that just comes in when nobody's expecting it. Ha! Now we know your weak point. We didn't even have to try. Everything is going according to plan.
In my stupid mouth. Hey, please forget what you heard. I've got to wait until the timing's right to ask her out. Can I do something for you? Can I keep a secret for you? I'm good at that.
No, you're not. You just spilled your guts and we didn't have to do anything. There's only one thing you can do to make this right. Tell me where Laurel is.
Laurel? Why are you asking about Laurel? Is that why you came to see me in the first place?
Tell us where to find Laurel, or everybody in town learns about your little crush.
You evil... I can't! That information is strictly confidential.
Chief Stan, I have amazing news!
Okay! Oh my gosh. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'll tell you where Laurel is, but you can't go harassing him.
Finally! I'm not here to scare Laurel, you goofball. I'm here to rescue him.
Seriously? But you're just so... evil! Just give me a moment. I'll tell you where Laurel is when the time is right. But first, could you give me my pearl?
Alrighty, cool. So how many of you would do that if you given the chance? Like, if you lived in a world like Maplestory, how many of you would do that? Like, try to find like a nice gift for someone to try and basically use that as a means to ask somebody out. Would you do that? I probably would. Heck, I did it in the real world. Of course, that relationship has long since passed. But, how many of you would do that? Alright, so, part 4 of chapter 3 in Maplestory here. Crash! It's about time Mark tells us where Laurel is.
I think he will soon.
Don't you think it's weird that he seemed so worried about Laurel, even though he was the one who locked him up?
Maybe he didn't actually lock Laurel up.
It's so weird.
Mark! Tell us, buddy. Oh, you're back. Look, I'll tell you where Laurel is, but don't tell anybody else. Take the portal to Northern Forest Path. There's an entrance to a cave under a tree. He's in there. We didn't want to keep him locked up, but those monsters he can summon are just too dangerous. We take him food and water twice a day, and make sure he's got lots to do. He's safe, and that's what's important. I know you two won't hurt the kid. That's the only reason I'm letting you see him.
All right, let's go see Laurel. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not a rock, that's a stump.
It's dark in here, but not as damp as I thought it'd be. They probably tried to make it more comfortable in here so he could light a fire. With regular food deliveries, he could stay in here forever.
Nope. We're getting rid of that right now.
What's going on? You haven't said a word. Are you scared of the dark?
I'm not scared of the dark.
She seems on edge. Am I just imagining it? Hold on. Somebody's in there.
Lyra! One of our old bosses.
Shadow Knights. How did they find out this place? They must know that Laurel is the Goddess Teardrop. We have to go.
What about Laurel? Are we leaving him behind?
Let's talk outside.
Come on. Where's the thingy? Give me the thingy. There it is.
Why did you retreat? Laurel was in that cave.
The Shadow Knights were in that cave too. How did they track us down? Do you think they're after the Goddess Teardrops?
It doesn't matter if there's Shadow Knights in there. We are here to save Laurel, and we have to do it.
We can't afford to let the Shadow Knights know what we're doing here. Until we get our power back, we need to avoid them. Once they spot us, they'll be after us until we're wiped out.
Laurel is our power. You're just going to leave him behind like this?
I'm not leaving him forever. There are a total of 5 Goddess Teardrops. It won't hurt to leave Laurel for now and spend our time finding the others.
What if they take him? We can't wait!
No one's going to hurt him. Finding the other teardrops is going to be much harder with the Shadow Knights around every corner. We should go.
We might be able to get things done faster later, but it will be too late to save Laurel. It'll be too late. Just too late.
Don't you get it? We can't save Laurel. We can save Laurel later. Don't you understand what I'm saying?
I get it, but I don't want to understand. I want to save Laurel first.
Why? Look, I feel sorry for Laurel too, but we can't let our emotions make us do something stupid. Our goal is to defeat Will and get to Maple World. If we're going to make that happen, we have to be smart. Stop being emotional.
I don't care what you say, Alpha. I want to save Laurel now. You may be right, but I...
Wake up! You don't know anything about planning for battle. You've just been locked up in a temple for too long. I have the final say on this.
And there's the whole crux of it.
It's no use getting angry. This is what we have to do. Let's go back to the temple and look for another Goddess Teardrop to pursue. We'll worry about this one later.
All right. Well, I believe we can go right on to the next part.
Yes, the final part of chapter 3. Oh, oh, oh! Let's go, go, go!
How long is she going to give me this silent treatment? This is absurd. It won't do us any good to provoke the Shadow Knights right now. If saving Laurel would put an end to this, I'd go get him right now. But that's not how it works. If the Shadow Knights see us now, they'll be hunting us down for the rest of this mission. We can't take the risk. What does she want from me?
You must understand her, Alpha. Beta is no more fool than you are, but Laurel's plight must weigh on her conscience.
I want to rescue Laurel too, but we can't be stupid.
Perhaps you are not really considering all the details.
What do you mean?
When you lived in Shadowvale, were you free?
Shadowvale was a prison, you know that.
Yet you were free to feel the warmth of the sun and enjoy the breeze.
What are you getting at?
How do you think Beta felt when she was locked up in the temple? The priests and I count ourselves lucky to have been turned to stone. Can you imagine being locked away for all that time, perfectly awake, but unable to even move?
But it's different with Laurel. He's only been hiding for a few days.
Perhaps Beta thinks that even a few days of isolation are too much for a young boy to bear.
That's just the way it is.
I know what you're going to do now, Alpha.
Don't smirk at me. Where'd Beta go?
I believe she snuck off to visit Laurel. Go to her, my little darling. You two need to make up.
Okie dokie. Ugh, what a pain. How was I supposed to know she was all prison soft? She could have just said something. I'm not heartless. Such a dummy.
Betty? For if anybody from Nexon is watching, probably not, but if anybody does, it's Beta, not Betty.
Beta is standing with her lips pursed. It's hard to tell what she's thinking. Beta, you shouldn't go running off on your own. Ugh, I don't want to say this, but fine. We're gonna save Laurel. You happy now?
You mean it?
Yes, it's fine, whatever. Don't think this means you'll get your way all the time now.
Now I know how to get you to a cave.
You were such a brat. How did I get stuck with you? Ugh, come on. We have to go get our dumb kid.
Oh, wording! Wording!
Okay.
And
What?
I'm sorry.
What did you say?
Nothing. It's time to go. All right, let's go. Let's go get Laurel.
Oh, hello.
All right, here's what we're doing. We go in there, we wipe out the Shadow Knights as fast as possible, and we leave no trace. Got that?
Yep. We have to do this perfectly. We can't let anyone escape.
I understand. Let's go to the Northern Forest Path.
Okay.
All right.
All right. All right. So we go here, I believe. And then we go back here, and then we go over here. Alrighty. So now, let's do the thing! Wait, do I have powers? Nope, I don't have powers. Alright. I'm basically a god, so I really don't need my...
There's no need to hesitate. Let's take them all down.
Yeah! Alright, let's go! I'm gonna lead with Beta this time. Alrighty! Tornado of Doom! Laurel! Kid, what's up?
This blue-haired boy is radiating the power of time. He must be the Goddess Teardrop.
Are you two the new Transcendents? I've been waiting for you for so long. I thought you were going to look stronger, though. We're sorry to keep you waiting for so long. We know how much you suffered. No, I love this village.
What are you talking about? You're locked up like a freak. The townsfolk are terrified. This has to be some kind of weird hostage syndrome, Beta.
Nobody locked me up here. I told Chief Stan that I wanted to come live here in this cave. He kept trying to tell me it would be okay, but I couldn't stand the thought of hurting anyone else. I love the people here. They've provided for me and treated me like one of their own. I couldn't bear the thought of them being afraid. Can I ask a favor? I don't want to leave this village just yet.
Aww.
I'm sorry to ask, but could you tell Stan that I'm really sorry for leaving him? I just don't want to leave without saying goodbye. These people have been so good to me. I don't think there will ever be a place I love as much as this. I hope I can come here again, when the people will be safe from my powers.
Alright, well, let's go talk to Chief Stan! Alright. Stan! Where are you? Stan the man! Here he is.
Mark told me you were coming to rescue Laurel. You'd better not harm a hair on his head. That little boy is a good boy. He didn't mean to hurt those people. We were trying to keep him safe. Laurel said he was sorry. What a brave little champion. Oh no, here come the waterworks. Please leave. I'm an explosive crier.
I can just imagine him just you know, and just all of a sudden just bursting out and just a bunch of tears just like streaming down his face. Alright, let's see. Do I go here? Oh, duh. I'm over here and I'm like, there it is right in the corner. Go to Laurel. Duh. And I'm over here just sitting in my chair going, Okay, here. All right, let's go, go, go!
Did you see Chief Stan? He was crying. Oh my gosh, what a kind old man. I think I can finally leave this town without any regrets. I'm glad you found me. It was so hard to be away from you. But now, I'll come back with a full heart of warm memories.
We've finally regained our second Goddess Teardrop. I think I feel stronger.
Do you think Laurel is happy now?
I don't know. But I think we can all be happy together.
Yeah, I guess so.
Thank thank you for dropping by the library. I hope you enjoyed your stay as well as the tale you just saw. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and become a coin in the vault by hitting the subscribe button. If you never want to miss a video, ring the bell and turn on all notifications. To catch where these streams happen live, use the link in the description to visit my Twitch channel. If you'd like to see more tales from Maplestory, click this playlist here. And if you'd like a story narrated to you, click this playlist here. I hope to see you again, so until next time, my friends.